guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 8, read. Leo.
Check. Switch. Kill.
Go out.
Under crunch. Check 52. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check. Fresno.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the twist.
Hey, exit.
We got double up. Check your hot read.
5.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
80 weapons.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go. Go.
Wide. Get wide.
Get it.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54.
Hard.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 40.
Look at me. Go.
Check 9. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey.
Switch gears.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check 24.
Ready.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Jet bomber.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's pick it up.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check, 47. Watch the flash.
They run it with Balaj, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go. Hey, high 7.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
61, match box.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Smooth. 44, Mike, 44.
Yo, go.
Check nickel.
You're out.
Switch.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Fair. Hard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Haywood.
44's Mike. Check. Guys, it's game.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go!
Check 13. Check 13.
Yeah. Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Get it.
On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo!
Check.
Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Minshew is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Turn it up. Kill.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
He's checking. Check 26. Check 26.
They still can't get it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 1:50 to go here in the 1st half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, alert! Recon, 152 fighter.
Now Balazs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Fielded at about the 28. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Let's go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Switch. Hard.
From the 38, Rosen is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
First down.
Alert, alert. Middle. Undercut. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, they run with Howard. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Like, easy. Five. 80 weapons.
Now it's the backup Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Watch twist.
Hey, Echo.
Again, it's Fournette. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go.
Big end. Switch it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey!
Wide, get wide.
Hey, exit.
Check guy. Check 43.
45.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
61, matchbox lights.
54.
So they'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the pass.
Get it.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
25, check 25. Go on.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey.
Check three.
Hey, orbit. Hey, Sam off.
Check 24.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's easy work. It's coming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
I-7. Back. Leo.
Slam. Check. Alert 3. Check.
You're out.
Lucky.
And hit it.
Fournette on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check.
Shift. Watch the shift. 80. Hey, alert.
Now it's Rosen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The 21-yard line.
Alert 3. You go tight. You got tape. You got tape.
Yep. Bravo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll try to run some clock with Fournette, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Greystone travel.
Check 24.
Look at me. Go. And up.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check.
Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Go. Yo, go. Hey, Zoo.
Check three. Kill.
Hey, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Smooth.
Hey, watch it. Slam. A left flat.
Look, squeeze.
Watch twist. Check nickel.
Big dribble.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6, pull it high. Leo.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey.
5.
Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No.
49, check 49.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Watch the eye. Check.
Get it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lambeau will to put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Prater for the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one complete. He finds Shark. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Team 6. Team 6.
Switch. Mike 5-4.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Watch out.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Look at me. Go.
Back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
On the ready.
Right there, 54 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Go.
Watch the ship.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hatchet.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The open man is Westbrook. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for Detroit, they move back over 5.